Hello, I'm Pi, like the number, and I want to take you to Makeup Town. For today's look, I'm going for a kind of yellow, scrappy zombie boy kind of look. I have a little bit of a sketch of what I think it's going to turn out to be. I'm pretty excited to see if I can actually make it happen. If you're new here, welcome. I do drag tutorials and I live, laugh, love wacky drag, and if that's something that you also like, hit subscribe. Let's get the ball rolling, shall we? So for primer, we are trying to erase our pores because we hate them. So I'm using the e.l.f. Poreless, get it? Putty primer. Oh yes. Bye-bye pores. We don't want you anymore. For foundation, I am going for a yellow skin tone. I want to look like I have not eaten an orange in my entire life. I want to look like I have full-on jaundice skin because I want to look like a zombie. That's what we're going for. So I am using Kryolan 070, not to be confused with 007, and I'm going to be covering all of the parts that I'm going to be turning yellow, and I'm doing this that way with my CC Beauty palette, which I just showed you. I can mix the yellow in, and it adds a lot more pigmentation to the color. Otherwise, it starts to get all patchy and gross, and we don't want that. Using a very large beauty blender, we're going to go ahead and mix it all together, and you get really yellow skin. Nice, right? For the contour, we're going for a nice little look. You know the one I'm talking about. So we are using a nice kind of orangey shade to kind of map it out originally, and then of course blending it out. Now I do go very back and forth with a lot of the contour through all of this just to kind of further deepen it. Our next step is to use kind of a more red tone. We're focusing this just on where we want the deepest part of the contour to be. So because this is a more gaunt look, if you will, with the forehead and the cheek, we're keeping the higher concentration of the contour colors closer to the highlight because that high contrast is going to create a nice sharp indent look. For the nose, of course, we are just doing the bottom part, and then we're zipping up like a nice little zip tie on the sides of the nose and the sides of the eyeballs. We're going for a nice little eye socket look. You know, I don't want to look like I have eyeballs. I want to look like I have eye sockets, and that's it. So keeping it around, blending them out with that first light shade, and then deepening it with a slightly smaller brush to create a more intense edge to the eyeballs and the forehead and the cheeks. So fun fact, I accidentally really committed to this look by using 4-year-old makeup. The CC Beauty palette is like 4 years old, and honestly, I'm afraid for my skin, but you know what? It's worth it for the look. So to set my face, I'm going to go ahead and stamp some Ben Nye Luxury Neutral Set all over and brush it away off camera. We love that. Next is a highly repetitious process of adding one contour shade with a large fluffy brush and then adding another shade right on top of it to make it darker. It just creates a nice deepened look. Look, see this first layer, you can already see it's starting to really take its form. So we're going to go in with a darker shade and then, oh baby, look at that cheekbone. Ooh baby, I wish I had those IRL. For the eye sockets, we are of course using that same kind of mustard shade to go over top of the contour shape that we previously created to create kind of that hollow eye effect. And then we are going to be going in with a darker shade to really deepen in the inner corner especially, because we want to make the inner, oh my god, I can talk. We're trying to make the eyes look very sunken into the face. Darker contour makes it look sunken in. And we're just deepening and detailing. Adding some more contour shade. Oh my god, look at that. My cheeks just keep getting more. So for quote-unquote blush, I'm using a yellow shade to just blend in the contour into the other parts of my face, and then I'm also using it on my forehead and underneath of the contour shade to further create dimension, because now it is very clear that part of the face is sunken in compared to the rest of my face. And that's the power of Pine Sol colored makeup. So to triple down on the contour, I'm now going in with a nice crimson-y red shade to kind of just go over where I had already darkened the darkest part of the dark contour and making it even darker. Just add it, really just trying to add some other color, because at this point I was like, oh my gosh, looks a lot like Lemon Lime Gatorade, and I needed to have a little bit more dimension than that, so that's where the red comes in. Go ahead and deepen the contour of your décolletage as well, or your collarbone is also what it's called. Now to add some more pigment into the face, I am packing a beauty blender into a bright yellow shade and going over all of the highlights of my face. And then deepening the contour again, because we love going back and forth with the contour, because that is how you get a nice beautifully blended contour. Even if you are trying to make it look very nice and sharp, there are some edges that have to be blended, you know? Ooh, spooky. For details, I'm using red Inglot gel liner to create this droopy eye, and I'm also going to add some really super creative blood drips out of my nose and my mouth. Using a yellow Inglot gel liner, I'm creating kind of like a pus-filled eye moment, adding in some blood and then blending it in with the yellow, and then of course adding some more blood. Using the red Inglot gel liner again, I'm adding some little scrappy marks. I'm definitely trying to keep it a little bit more cartoony, to keep it a lot more graphic. Now I realized my face was looking kind of flat, so to roughen it up a little bit, I'm adding a rough texture using the red Inglot gel liner onto the contours of my face, and then just dabbing it out with my fingertips. Now, just because I'm a zombie does not mean that my lips have to be that gross, regular-ass lip color that they were. Instead, I can make them look like a regular lip color, but with makeup on, so use a nude lip. To finish out the makeup on this look, I am using red liquid lipstick on a spoolie to darken my mustache, and then I'll also go ahead and add a little bit more texture around my eye with the same tool. This is the last piece of makeup that I'm putting on for this look, so let me go ahead and slip into something a little bit more comfortable. And here's the look. Ooh, grr, growl, insert zombie noise here. Watch out, he bites. So for those that are wondering, this was the original sketch. This was the original sketch that I based this look off of. Not too bad, huh? Hello, Editing Pie here. I just want to take a moment to acknowledge the fact that yes, this drawing does look as though a kindergartner drew it. And you know what? You wouldn't be half wrong if you genuinely thought that. Because I am a child at heart, and you should be too. Enjoy your shitty drawings. Turn them into art somehow else, like makeup. Thanks so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did live, laugh, love this video, please like this video as well as subscribe to my channel. I do put out new videos every week, and I love wacky drag and all things weird and creative, so if you also love that, you're not going to be disappointed. Until then, I'll see you next time. Bye! Ooh.